Does it record? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the RGD Podcast, episode 15. Excuse us for the time. We're actually going to do this earlier, but as some stuff came up, I had to go out and do some things, so it's all good. That's life for you. Life throws curveballs at you, but it is all good. I'm Ryan, the professional, your host for this lovely evening. Hope everybody enjoys today's show. If you do, make sure you hit that like button. It really does help the channel grow, as well as the podcast get out there to everybody else and future listeners. Hope you guys enjoy today's show. Let's go ahead and get into the topics. Let's go and get in here. Carlos Fernandez just jumped in here. It's my right man right there. He just jumped in here. So I'll get that intro out there, bro.
Nah, man. Once again, it's your boy Typo87, aka Carlos Fernandez. Gamer by choice, not by trend. Yeah, man. RGT all day, every day.
You already know. All right. So to the chat that's already up in here, we got 11 so far. What's going on? Cali, Twisted, Assassin. That's a new face. Welcome. Elevated Skip. And that's done. Welcome. So I forgot Cali wanted to be mod, right? There you go. I didn't forget, Callie. I didn't forget. Okay. So let's get into these topics, man. There's a lot of stuff happening. What's up, Chiliot? A lot of things have happened. E3 is literally in a couple of days. We got like 3-4 days to E3. Yeah, so this is the last podcast before E3. And with that being said, a lot of things have come out. A lot of things have been said. And what's up, old dog? We are definitely on that. We're on that that line, right? We're on that line to either something good or bad at E3. Now, Microsoft has done a fair bit of things since since before this show even came about. And for going into it right now, I can say they're definitely not looking in the best shape going into this event.
Yo.
Hey, Ryan. Oh, here we go. It's another old face right there. Go and get that outro. I mean, that intro in there.
Are we live right now?
Yes, okay. Sir. We're live. Go ahead.
This is Devil Shooter. Thank you, Ryan, for the invite. Sorry if I'm late.
No, you're right on time. We literally just started. So.
Yeah, what's up, I just got back myself from doing something. But anyways, timing worked out perfectly. Anyways,
Yep. So about your 6K, what's going on? Yeah. But yeah, definitely. There's a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff's interfering, but it's all good. From E3 or going into E3, and from this point forward, I think a lot of us at this point it's pretty much synonymous at this point that it's either make or break to a lot of people, right? A lot of people are saying that with E3 with Microsoft, it's make or break.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Honestly, I think we're going to be saying that for quite some time. Make or break. I really do think we're going to be saying that for quite some time because we said that last year, we said that the year before, and the year before. I look at it like this, man. It's kind of like this is the last year for me personally to where I will see them as a relevant. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Death Trap? But yeah, this is what I'll see them as. Relevant. I don't even see them relevant anymore if they don't put on a good show. That's how I look at it. But going into the show, E3 2018, let's just get into this first topic because this is going to fall right in line with this topic. Crackdown 3 has officially been delayed to 2019. Now, granted, I have said it numerous times in videos before this even came about that this game will most likely either get canceled or delayed because of the fact that Microsoft doesn't have anything that can compete with the PlayStation 4 in 2019. There isn't a single game out there that they can advertise going into 2019 or a single game that's coming out as a late. I've said this. And they came out and legit said, yes, it's delayed to 2019. Now, this is all true and everything, but this is where the downside is, ladies and gentlemen. Them delaying it into 2019 has put them in a very, very, very bad spot because there is no games from Microsoft. No heavy hitters, no like real huge known hitters right now in 2018. Nothing.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
When I tell you it's like legit quiet, there's nothing. There's nothing out here in 2018. I mean, and with them releasing it in 2019, I mean, it's pretty obvious what's going to happen now. You know what I'm saying? If they release it in 2019 and all these games are not even coming out now and there's nothing on the market right now, I mean... It's pretty damn synonymous right now what's going to happen. Nothing's here. And a lot of people might go, well, Ryan, E3 is up. we're about to get E3 in a couple of days, so most likely they'll announce some titles for this year. I highly doubt they'll announce anything for this year. It's going to either be next year or beyond.
That's where the basis is at right now.
Yeah, Microsoft is looking at the future. They're not even looking at consoles in current.
Nah, man, they straying away from the whole hardware-based emphasis. Now it's just going to be more or less, push the game as a service model for the whole next 2 years.
Yep.
And then after that, hey, who knows if they do come back to an actual hardware-based analogy again? Then it's up in the air at this point right now. It's a lot of things being thrown at, and a lot of things being said about Microsoft's whole gaming situation. But
Facts.
E3 practically it's the make or break decision for many hardcore fan base gamers on the Xbox side, and that's where the whole premises is at this moment with them. The hardcore gamers are actually at a wit's end to actually make a statement. Either you guys provide us with the games that we want, or you know what, we're no longer going to support you as a company. And that's where it's practically at, man. Right.
Okay. Definitely. I mean, like, oh God, it's painful for me to say. It's painful. It really is painful to sit here and even mention Microsoft the way I mentioned them, because they did so much last gen. You know what I'm saying? They brought the heat last gen. This gen is just like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say anymore. I'm lost for words of what I could possibly throw at. I thrown in, good strategy. We all kind of threw in good strategies, whether you were in the comment section or, what I'm saying, the podcast. Everybody threw in their own, ideas towards Microsoft. And it's like, they didn't even pick up on those. They decided to do the opposite and, invest in controllers. So that's just what they want to do. But E3, man, this is the last ditch effort, I would say. This is one of those last things I think a lot of us are going to look at if they don't deliver. I'm telling you, man.
Not only, I mean, aside from accessories, they're actually, with the whole situation with that special needs type of controller that they're doing, that's actually something positive in their way, which is actually something that a lot of gamers, a lot of special need gamers were actually looking forward to. So, and that is a commendable gesture by Microsoft. And the other half, with this whole delay with Crackdown 3, that's where the whole nitty gritty is at. Because as it been confirmed with the release for February, Sony has also confirmed its release for Days Gone as well in February. So that pretty much puts them in the limelight to compete with Sony in a certain way. Not that it's going to be, something substantially great for them, but it's like you're trying to throw a haymaker and there's nobody there.
Exactly. Now let me address the people who look at the delay as a positive. It is a positive. Usually, sometimes when the game is delayed, it's a positive.
Personally, I don't see it as a positive.
Well, no, I'm about to get into that. But usually when a game gets delayed, people, that's a positive because the game can get fixed. You know what I'm saying? No bugs, no glitches, whatever. But this is the fourth time this has happened. The fourth. And with it being the fourth time, you should see Twitter. Everybody's like, well, Microsoft just delaying the inevitable. You know what I'm saying? They're basically what they're saying. They're delaying the inevitable what's his name? Cancellation.
Yeah,
I think that's basically what they're doing.
Yeah, I think the game's going to get canceled.
I believe so too, and I don't even want to say that, but I do have that feeling.
I don't want to say it either. I don't want to, put people's hopes in their, in the trash can just yet. In a moral sense, yes, it's great to have a delay for any performance-based issues. But come on now, this game has been in development for the lather of close to 5 years almost.
Yeah.
And they're still working out the bugs. That right there doesn't make any sense. But at the same time, you have to understand, we have to be understandable with the development of games. Like, these guys work on a 24/7 basis on making the games workable to the point where they can actually be playable in beta form.
Right.
But that's another problem. Like, we have not gotten a beta form Crackdown 3 to actually give an input.
And that's a crime by itself. That's a crime. The game
that would actually in correlation to what's going on would actually benefit them in the long run, because this will help them develop the game a little bit faster, having the positive feedback from the actual gamers themselves.
Facts.
But, they don't do it though.
I think the reason they're not doing it is because that cloud computing thing. I just don't think that's up to snuff. I think that the developers thought they could do something with it, and they found out really fast
something. But the problem was they pretty much showed it too early. Like they failed to realize that not everybody has a good internet connection that can substantiate something like that.
I certainly won't. I certainly wouldn't be able to play Crackdown 3 multiplayer. My internet sucks.
Exactly. So if you have slow internet, I mean, it's gonna look like damn. What's that game called? Rubik's or something like that. It's gonna look like that. Gonna look bad. So no, they didn't factor in that type of thing. What's up, smooth producer? What's going on? Hey, Craig, your invite's on Twitter, man. If you wanted in here, I definitely sent that to you. But yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad.
It is bad when you have so much calamity. And when I mean calamity, I mean it like in general. Like if you go to Twitter or any social platform based on gaming, it's like everybody's just like coming at Microsoft from right to left. Even big time gaming magazines like IGN.
Yeah.
It's like wait, what? Why? What's going on? Like where is the backbone in Microsoft's gaming division? Like you guys were all about the whole promotional tour of power and games.
Right.
Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to that backbone? Did you guys lose it at some point?
Right.
Or you guys got too comfortable with the Xbox 360 generation that you no longer care for it as much as you did?
I don't even think they got comfortable. You know what the problem is? The problem is they didn't have the push from their fan base. You remember when Sony was investing all these games for the PlayStation 3, you had dudes say quality over quantity.
Yeah.
They kept saying Forza, Halo, Gears is literally all you need. Literally, there were comments like that last gen, people saying that all you need is Halo, Gears, and Forza because there's no type of PlayStation exclusive.
Man.
And I'm quoting General MLD, even though I'm quoting General MLD, but this dude was all about sales. He said that no PlayStation exclusive can touch Gears.
MLD. Damn, Ryan, you remember General MLD?
That guy. I do remember General MLD, and I did not like that dude. Those things.
That was the funny part.
I personally think Microsoft just gave up. They did try the beginning of this generation, but I think they just seen that the writing was on the wall. So I think now they're just trying to salvage any kind of like little profit they can.
Yeah.
Like I just think they gave up. Honestly, I hope I'm wrong, but the way it's looking. Yeah, I think they just gave up.
Oh, shout out to Savage Lobo, $2 super chat. He says no more, or hashtag no more damage control. I agree.
I mean, at this point, you can't have no more damage control, man. Like it's a sad reality, but you still have certain individuals that actually still go to the route of just for name's sake to be the best Xbot ever by making, irrational thoughts and translating them into actual tweets, which is really, really asinine, man. Like you guys got to understand, this is no longer the basis of fantasy. This is their sad reality of what Microsoft's gaming division is providing as a service to its actual hardcore fan base.
Right.
There's gonna be more based upon the casual fan base. Like let's be real. The casuals outnumber us 10-1.
Exactly.
In terms of purchases and in terms of consumerism. We the hardcore gamers, we're that small portion that actually
looks up and does research on
and actually give a damn about gaming. But the casuals really don't care about gaming. They only just care about just having battle royale games and practically just easy stuff for them to do.
Agreed. The casuals definitely outnumber us like 3-1. But it's even with the casual, you still need to have that, that casual like seller. You need to have that game that brings in that audience.
And that's where the point is at. As of right now, there's not many games from the Microsoft gaming division side that has compelled any purchases for the casuals as well. I mean, you have great games like Ori, you have other games as well in the game store from Xbox Live that are actually great purchases, but after a while, a casual will see the lineup and they'll be like, you know what? I'm not gonna mess with this because there's barely any content that I would like to play.
Right.
So this is the only difference. This is the differences between the PSN and Xbox Live, mock-up. Sony actually does a selective rating for all their games. And with all the players that play a specific game, right? They'll make that analogy and they'll go into their backlog library and say, you know what? These are the amount of players that play this game in this genre, and these are the amounts of other players that play this game in this genre, and then they formulate a concise data to actually put these games on the PSN Plus. That's the reason why PSN Plus keeps on doing a little bit slightly better than Xbox Live Games of Gold. I'm not saying that it's a whole landslide. Oh, they're beating. No, it's marginally there.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, it comes down to the best value.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it comes down to the best value, which is why I said, especially going back to this, the new Call of Duty, right? Some people might like the new style for the new Call of Duty. Other people might say it's innovative and great. I don't see it as the same anymore. What's up?
It's hot garbage, bro. I gotta be honest.
But I don't see it as the same anymore. The reason why I don't see it the same anymore is because they legit told you to your face that they're deliberately ripping content from it and giving you less, but they're still charging you the same price, $60, pretty much.
Yeah.
So all their resources are going into the blackouts mode or whatever it's called, blackout or whatever that's just called. And it's basically Fortnite. It's a Fortnite reskin. They're basically putting their effort into that. But it's like, still, a lot of people buy Call of Duty for the story.
Yeah,
a lot of people do buy Call of Duty for the story, and that's usually one of the selling points a lot of people used to always throw around, right? They go, well, yeah, the multiplayer sucked, but hey, at least the campaign was okay, right?
Yep.
You don't even have that no more. You don't have the value, and that's what Microsoft lacks, the value. You need more than just your traditional Halo, Gears, and Forza. You need those indies. You need those third-party deals. You need all that.
And you need a whole lot more to convince people to warrant their purchase for your company.
Exactly. And for a new console, remember, this is a brand spanking new console that launched not even, well, I guess you could say close to a year now, but barely a year. This new console just released. And this console has still to this day, come on, be real here. Everybody who's watching, the 81 watching, has the Xbox One X fully been used? Has it really fully achieved its full potential?
Not even close. Not even, I wouldn't even say to 20% of its potential.
And that's the sad part. It doesn't even feel like 20%. It feels like it just reached like 10. I don't feel like it reached its full potential. And that's unfair for the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
What was the point of doing that? That console was simply wasted. They basically sold a new console to you based off of your hype.
Yep.
That's it. You got played. And that's the sad part. You got played.
And that's where it really sucks, because for those who paid, because you gotta base it on just the way the generation has been, man. You paid $500 3 times, because you also have the 1S. The 1S was introduced at a $500 price point. So was the first Xbox One vanilla base version, and then you have the 1X, which was based on another $500. So that's $1,500 in less than 10 years.
And what I mean by the Xbox One X being used, I mean what Microsoft Studio, what third-party dev is pushing games on the Xbox One X that look on par with The Last of Us 2, Spider-Man. What are they doing with the Xbox One X?
See if these in State of Decay, bro. Those are the only two that you can actually say.
I mean, yeah, they went with a different art style with that, but you know what's funny?
Yeah.
If I compare that to Knack looks like a Pixar movie.
Oh my god.
You know that, right? Like that's what I'm talking about. It's like even with the different color schemes and variety, it's like Sony's still pushing it in a different direction better. Sony went with the Pixar level quality with Knack and Crash Bandicoot or whatnot, right? Look at Xbox. What are they doing again?
Pirates with bananas and 4K.
We're going with this abstract view. We're using bananas to heal ourselves. Like, come on, bro. What's going on? Carlos Crispin, thanks for the $2, man. He says Sony still provides content when there's a delay. I do agree with that.
I mean, and that's the basis of having people to flock to your product. Even if you don't have something, give something in return. So this way you can keep the customer satisfied. With Microsoft, they'll provide you with something, but it'll feel like it's mediocre. It doesn't feel substantially beneficial.
Yeah, and to anybody who might not like what I have to say about Xbox, I want y'all to take this and I want y'all to run with this going into E3 and going into future podcasts on this channel. You guys seen the new, I know Carl was seeing it because I sent it to him directly, but please tell me everybody in here saw the new trailer for Halloween.
Oh, bro, it's lit.
Let me tell you something. That's what I want from Microsoft. Go back to your roots. Go back to what makes you what you are, and you will have something better.
Yep.
You notice that new reboot looks 5 times better than what we had in a long time.
Oh, yeah. 3 times.
5 times better. Jamie Lee Curtis is back. You can't beat that.
Nah, man.
You can't beat that. She's back.
That's the original Bat Chicken.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the original heroine. I want Microsoft to do something like that. Go back to your roots. Go back to what made you Xbox.
Yep, pretty much.
You will succeed. That's how you do it. Go back, get your old studios if you need to, patch up whatever friendships you need to patch up, and give us the game that you know damn well are going to drive you into the future. That's how you fix it.
I mean, practically that was. I mean, Sony saw the mistake from that. Like from last gen on the PS3. Don't get me wrong. I played PS3. I played my PS3 all gen long for the PS3.
Right.
Like I played it. And there were a couple of games that were utter trash, and there were others that were like, okay. But then when they released Uncharted, it was like, wait a minute. What do we have here? We have a jewel.
Yeah.
And that was the thing with Microsoft with its iteration of the 360 generation. It had Gears of War. It was something that was different. It wasn't just, a typical game that you could just say, oh, I'll brush it off as a regular game. No, this game had flair. It had compassion. It had everything in it to make it a compelling purchase.
Exactly.
But with like Rise, Son of Rome, like really, guys, are you guys still living in the past?
People really clinging on the Rise, saying Rise looks on par with God of War. Let's just stop.
Nah, man. I could tell you this. I could tell you this much. I played it on my PC a couple of times, and it does not equate to nowhere near God of War quality.
Yeah.
I mean, rendering technique. Oh, my bad.
That was Devil. I heard echo.
Oh, like rendering techniques and shadow quality wise, not even close.
Yeah.
It might look good, but as far as performance,
what's up, Fatal? You want up in here? Let me know. I'll see you and invite you. Shout out to Fatal Mephisto, people.
Hey, yo, what's up, Fatal?
What's going on, Fatal?
Hey, Bear. What's up?
Mr. Milk Bags.
I ain't going to milk bag. Y'all cold. All that milk bags. Oh Lord, but nah, that's what I want from Microsoft. I just want Microsoft to go back to what made them what they are. That new fucking Halloween trailer just summarizes Microsoft in a nutshell. It really does.
They gotta go back to that old school mentality.
That's how you make an old school Michael Myers movie and you bring back those old school feels. Even the little stiff stand that he had in the original, that stiff stand where he was like hunched over. They even went back with that shit. Like it was good. Like, damn, okay, I'm liking this. That's what
man. Like this is the standpoint where most gamers want from Microsoft, to show some backbone. Don't just be so complacent with the situation. Like, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're delaying this, but at the end of the day, nobody wants to hear about delays. They just want to hear about actual facts, information, actual things to say, you know what, Microsoft, you're doing hell of a good. Bro, we don't even have any. The only thing that Microsoft has shown for State of Decay 2 has only been 2 million players playing the game. Like, this is the thing that I don't understand. Yes, if you have something that's for free, or that you're paying for it and you're going to get it for free, of course you're going to have a crap load of people downloading it just to play it. But the simple fact of the matter is that the game performs like utter crap. Regardless of how fun it is, it's still a mediocre game. Yep. Yes, it's fun. You get to play with your friends, online community. Yay. But that in its whole core gets boring as well.
Yeah, it does.
So you guys could sit here and say, oh, but Microsoft has the best online features than Sony. Newsflash, no, it doesn't. They're up to par with each other in terms of service and quality.
I mean, if you really want the best like service, I mean, online like network, all that shit, it's not on console.
Nah, and the reality is on computer.
It's free. Let me repeat that, people. It's free, and you get custom mod support and all your shit you want with games.
Bro, I could give you a list of how many mods there are for Fallout. Even for the old school Fallouts, like even Fallout 3, you have 300, like almost close to 1 million mods that you can utilize in Fallout, and they're free. You don't have to pay for nothing.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. It's crazy, man. It is crazy. E3 2018. They got a lot. I mean, they got a lot to do. They have a lot to do. Microsoft, this is a mess. Man. This is a mess right now. They got to clean themselves up on this one. Moving on, man. Let's go on into this big topic. So, I know you guys heard about the new chip. The new RX Vega 7nm GPU. 7 nanometer? Or 7? Is it nanometer? Okay, I call it nanometer. That's right, nanometer GPU. Now, this GPU comes out in 2019. And people are speculating that it's going to be in the PlayStation 5. Now, granted, the PlayStation 5 has not been shown yet. The PlayStation 5 is rumored to be in 2019, right? Rumored. Sony's already come out and said, by the way, too, that there's not going to be no. There's not going to be no PS5 reveal at this year's E3. I actually did a video on that as well. So there's not going to be no PS5 reveal at E3 this year. But with Sony or with this news coming out and supposedly coming out in 2019, do y'all even see this being the future of next-gen consoles?
No, personally, I don't see it.
You don't see it?
Because what the console makers, they make their consoles years in advance before they actually come out.
Yeah, but there was a report that they had the engineer going to AMD's workshop over there.
Unless if it's like really cheap and they make like some kind of special deal, I seriously doubt that it's going to be in the next console.
That is true. You got a point. That is a valid point. These companies do use shovelware parts and make these consoles. So.
I mean, as long as it was even a RX Vega 56 variant, that's still more than enough to push the gaming console to even pass beyond 4K.
Yeah. I said it the time though. I don't believe it's a 2019 release. I believe the only reference you guys will get for a PlayStation 5 in 2019 most likely will be the banner. That makes more sense. You'll see the banner, and the banner will say PS5, and then they'll treat it like they did with the PS4 with the February 20th conference, where they'll say this is our next console, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? They'll show off the specs and the controller. That's pretty much it. You'll probably see that in 2019. You're not going to see the actual console, and you're not going to get the actual console released in 2020. It makes more sense in 2020. That way you won't really complain as much, and you'll have a solid jump to next gen, or a solid jump. I want to say it'll be a huge jump. It'll be a nice solid jump into next gen.
It will, but we just got to wait and see what Sony has under their sleeves, because pretty much right now, everything is up in the air in terms of actual, performance, schematics, everything that is needed to be said about the system is still up in the air. I mean, what a lot of people don't know, they have a lot of development kits that already been shipped out to certain companies and certain developers, so they can start seeing where the actual system is performing at, just to view the bugs, view any performance issues before they actually go into a full production mode. So right now it's more up in the air. Like we can speculate, we can talk about everything that's gonna happen, but down the line it's really up to Sony and what they want to put into the system.
Not just that though, it's gonna come down to how much the gamer is actually going to spend on a next gen console.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's really going to play a factor too. I know $400 is the sweet spot for a lot of gamers, but $500.
I think Sony likes that $400 sweet spot too. I think they're going to try their best to make that the price, but that's just.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, $400 is the sweet spot. I mean, we see that with the PS4 and the Pro. That is the sweet spot. But if they need to, next gen, I see that's the thing too. I don't even see Sony taking a loss on the hardware. You know what I'm saying? I don't see them doing that because they already dug themselves out of a hole, and it would be kind of foolish for them to dig themselves right back in another one by taking a loss on this console. So I don't see them doing it. I don't. They did everything right with the PS4 and sold it for a profit. So I don't see them doing it at this point.
Nah, at this point is more or less, what are they willing to provide for the consumer?
Yeah. And said we need a new Xbox now. A new Xbox. I mean, you see what the X, man. A new Xbox doesn't really solve the problem.
Nah, really.
The problem with Microsoft is Microsoft themselves. You know what I'm saying? Their problem is they don't have the drive to give you the experiences that you're entitled to. And yes, if you spend $500 on a next-gen console, you are definitely entitled to games on a console, man. You're entitled to that. So, yeah, that's what the problem with Microsoft is. Sadly. All right. That's crazy, though, man. That is crazy. So let's get into this other topic. Now, we touched on this on Jailbacks 412's podcast, but unfortunately a certain thing happened to where that podcast had to go down, and I don't even want to repeat what happened, but it was ridiculous. But this right here, he's supposed to be with us. I guess he'll join us later on. But our collector's edition is pretty much worth it anymore when they don't include the game?
Personally, I never bought collector's editions, so... I know where you're going at. We don't know the old Red Dead thing. No, it's definitely not worth it. It's not worth it. All you're getting is cardboard, pieces of plastic, and just useless shit. Like, whose idea? Man, I feel sorry for anybody who bought that collector's edition, not reading the fine print and thinking they're going to get a game. Like, I can only imagine their face when they open that thing up and like, "Where's my game?" Man, Man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Like, that's a new low.
God of Games 100, $5 super chat. He says, "Come on, people, hit the super chat, you broke bastards." Oh, shout out to you for the super chat. Appreciate it. But so you don't think it's worth it in 2018?
No, hell no. Yeah. Definitely not. Fuck that.
It's ridiculous. Oh my God. Like, what if that was the trend, people? Like, if Titanfall, the next Titanfall releases, right, and it doesn't come with the game, and let's say they charge you $300 this time for whatever collector's edition. Now, the first Titanfall collector's edition was pretty lit. I ain't gonna lie, with the big Titan figure, whatever, that was pretty lit. The helmet was a nice addition too. But what if they start doing this? What if this becomes a thing? Yeah, see what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all don't want that, do y'all? That's how bad shit has gotten. That's how bad things have gotten, people. Oh, Lord. 2018, man. What a year. What a year. All right, hold on. So, okay. Hold on, I just covered that. All right, so the games that have been announced so far. The games that have been announced so far before E3 2018, we have gotten... what was it? Tetris for the PlayStation VR. We got Mirror of Two or Two Mirrors, some shit like that. That was that game that got released today or revealed today. And we got the release date for Days Gone. The release date for Days Gone. So with those games getting release dates and everything of that nature, and we also got some pretty good other games being announced, such as Hitman 2, and where's the other game that got revealed? Dead or Alive 6. With these games getting their their spotlight, who's excited? There you go, Twin Mirror. My bad, I got it messed up. But Twin Mirror. Is anybody excited for any of those titles?
Days Gone, obviously. And what was the game announced today?
Twin Mirror. Twin Mirror is made by Don't Nod Studios, the guys who behind Life is Strange. And Vampire.
Yeah, the only game I'm excited for is Days Gone, personally. I would get that Tetris game if I had VR, but I don't have it, so.
Oh, it's a multi-plat. Oh, yeah, it makes sense that was a multi-plat twin mirrors. Makes sense because it was made by Don't Nod. I remember I was like scratching my head with that. Like, why is this shown as a reveal? But whatever. I guess they got it off the floor. But twin mirrors made by Don't Nod Studios, the guys behind Vampire and Life is Strange. Now, if you take Vampire out the equation, you just have a good game with the Life is Strange series right now. Devil May Cry 5. We have not gotten that reveal yet. Not yet. Haven't gotten it yet. Yeah, Devil May Cry 6 looks pretty good. I do like the new style they got going on with it. Looks pretty good. The Devil May Cry 5 reveal, we're still waiting on, so we do not know if that's going to be shown at E3. Obviously, E3 is going to hold the rest of these answers. You know what I'm saying? It's going to hold the rest of these answers. Even from Overkill. Yeah, we don't even know anything from Overkill as The Walking Dead, aside from the new trailers that we've been seeing. We have nothing from Overkill. And I really want to see that game because the last game Overkill made that I personally played was Payday and Payday 2. So that's another game to look forward to as well. I mean, can they do it right? You know what I'm saying? Can they do a Walking Dead game right? You think so?
Maybe, maybe not, bro. Like it all depends on the concept and the idea that the developers actually would like to take.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's just like the ideas will flow from here and there.
Yeah.
Give me a second, Ryan. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Nah, but yeah, that whole thing just falls in question. But here's where now this could have been a rant, ladies and gentlemen. I could have done this for like a future stream. This could have been a rant. But don't y'all find it kind of funny that the game series for The Walking Dead, the Telltale series, is 3 times better than the actual TV series? Ain't that sad? The TV series went from being something that was just dope, right? Now everybody wants to leave. Andrew Lincoln wants to leave The Walking Dead, people. Rick Grimes, he wants to be killed off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he wants to be killed off. He wants to leave the show. And
I'm only up to like season 6, I think. So
well,
I'm not really caught up in that.
Yeah, well, enjoy that.
From what I've been hearing from like random people on the internet, the show has really fallen off. Like, so.
Yeah.
But other than that, I can't really speak on it because I haven't seen
that's right, people. Andrew Lincoln, he wants to be killed off. He doesn't want anything else to do with the Walking Dead series. Yeah, I remember Morgan. Morgan is on a different fucking show. He's not even on The Walking Dead. He's on Fear of the Walking Dead. He left the Walking Dead series. He's on the Fear of the Walking Dead series now. That's how bad the show has gotten, people. That's how bad it's gotten. Obviously, Lauren Cohan, who plays Maggie, is about to get killed off because her damn contract is about to expire. I mean, it's bad, people. It's bad. But the reason why I even brought that up is because we got the first reveal for The Walking Dead, the final chapter with Clementine. Her final chapter is upon us. It's about to end. The game's going to end now. We got her final chapter, and they actually teased possibly a death with Clementine by saying, "What happens if I get bit?" And she's basically, playing with AJ, and AJ's like, they're fishing. So that's going to be interesting. But that's what they're hinting at, people. But you notice more eyes are on that game than they are in the damn TV series, and that's pretty sad. Even Overkill has the attention of the fans more so than the TV show. That's crazy. Crazy. Very crazy. It's from God at Games 100. He said Ryan Hip Hop Gamer has just did a video for PS5. Some interesting facts. Big share button change with app with no console needed. What do you think? A share button app. I mean, honestly, that's something they can add with the PS4, can't they? That's something they can add with PS4. All of this is just you taking a picture. They can do that if they can incorporate that. But hey, if that's a big thing they're going to do, hey, that's fine. That's not bad. This whatever they do not make the smartphone the main source of a few things, such as voice chat. That's all I ask for, Sony. That's all I ask for, and we should be having.
I couldn't agree more, Ryan. I couldn't agree more with that.
Yeah, that's all I care about. Trunk said the Walking Dead season 3 was meh. Yeah, I agree. It was. The reason, it was because we all pretty much we cared about Clem, and we're not even playing as Clem in that season. It was what was it, Javi? So yeah, that was weird. And ironically, Javier is not even mentioned in the final chapter. So definitely interesting to see what they're going to do with that. Maybe he will make a return, but again, I don't know what they're going to do with Javier at this point. Man, it's crazy. That's crazy. The damn TV show has dropped that low to where people are leaving and the games are flourishing. And oh man, sad. Oh, sad, people. It's sad. Hold on. Oh Lord. So okay. So what exactly is everybody expecting to see at E3 this year? What are you expecting to see at E3 this year, Dove?
Okay, I want to see a Bloodborne 2. And I know everyone's going to hate me for saying this, but I want to see Halo 6. I'm a Halo fan. The new Forza. I want to see what the Forza Horizon is going to go.
So you okay?
Well, yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, SMT5.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be on Nintendo. Bayonetta 3. What else? I want to see a real Pokemon game.
Right.
That's probably not gonna happen right now.
Yeah, the closest thing you're gonna get to a Pokemon game from. Well, actually, no. Actually, let me phrase that. No, because they did kind of they did kind of answer that. The Pokemon Eevee and Pikachu. That's like
wasn't that like a Pokemon Go type?
Yeah,
game?
that Pokemon Go game supposedly.
No, I want to see a real Pokemon game for the Switch.
Yeah, that I'm getting to. That's supposed to tie you over into the next one because the next one's coming out next year or something like that.
Okay, well,
supposedly next year or something.
Yeah, I would like to see something about that, and yeah, that's. There's honestly not much I really want.
Treehouse bullshit, though. That's what I want.
And other than that, I just want to see new surprises, new IPs, new games I never heard of. And
okay.
I just want to be surprised.
Hey, but you know what's so funny though? Your boy Baron is already dictating the victory for Nintendo for this year's E3.
Well, that's Baron for you.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is why you shouldn't take chair shots to the head.
Black Baron.
So I would you take chair shots to the head on a constant basis. What do you think going into E3, Carlos? Expectations?
My expectations for this year's E3, as per se, man, I want to see that Days Gone reveal. I want to see more info on that Ghost of Tsushima.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see, practically good games that are going to be announced, man. Like I'm really hyped and pumped for any new announcements, any new IPs that are going to be announced for Sony side. Microsoft side, I just really want them to deliver like on an epic level where I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm going to put my Xbox to use now because you guys are providing something that I want to play. But if they give me that same thing that they did last year with that Forza Motorsports presentation,
right, and
them indies, it's a dub on them, bro. Nintendo, from the Nintendo side, I want to see the integration of a Nintendo-based server for the Wii, the Switch system. The Switch system, and to actually, make something out of it. Like, just show us something real good, something real great, and something that's gonna make me feel, all right, now I could buy me a Switch. But at this moment right now, since the Switch doesn't provide any kind of multiplayer based services for me as a gamer, I'm not gonna really invest into it just yet. I am, however, looking forward to that Pokemon game in the near future when I purchase it. But as far as everything else, like I have my ups and downs for each company. It's just Microsoft right now is on my how should we put it, on my hot plate for the moment.
Okay, all right, definitely understandable. Expectations going into E3 this year. Obviously, I do expect to see The Last of Us. Obviously, expect to see probably a new gameplay demo for Days Gone, more gameplay demo of Spider-Man, so a new gameplay demo. If not, they'll probably show off a new trailer showing off more of like the villains, maybe. Maybe the Bloodborne 2 reveal. It's either going to be Bloodborne 2, ladies and gentlemen, or Tenchu.
Probably Tenchu.
Yeah, it's either going to be Tenchu or Bloodborne 2.
From Software said that. Software already said that their next game is not going to be PlayStation exclusive, so that already rules out Bloodborne. But that doesn't mean that they can't be working on it. It just if they are working on it, they'd be further out.
Or they might tease us, bro, because you know how it is. They might tease. They might tease a little clip trailer for Bloodborne 2. What I'm really hoping for is any news on the Devil May Cry 5 IP. Like that's something that I'm looking really forward to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely can definitely see that. I don't know. It's gotten to that point though. It's definitely gotten to that point because you got what else aside from The Last of Us? You got the Ghost of Tsushima. Obviously, we're gonna get the gameplay reveal for that, so that's definitely going to be good to see. We have Ghost of Tsushima. We have what else could be revealed here? It's a lot of games out here on the market Sony's got. So. But I'm getting that vibe though. If Microsoft doesn't show anything good, they might push it to Paris Games like they did last year.
Yeah,
they might do that again though.
Yeah, for the little games coming.
I'm like really, I know I might sound like I'm out of it. I kind of am because it's like I don't want to put so much out there, and then like when we get there, we only see like a fraction of it. You know what I'm saying? Really don't want to see that, so that's fine. Let's see. All right, hold on, just turn this down. Okay, yeah, I don't think they're gonna show a whole bunch without it being, most of it's being shown at Paris Games. But that's probably what the big show is gonna be. Paris Games, like I don't know, it's hard to say. It's hard to say for this year.
I mean, yo, bro,
it really this is like the perfect time. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is the perfect time for Microsoft to wow us.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the time to wow us for Microsoft. It's perfect time.
This is their underdog moment as we speak.
The perfect time. So we better not see no Porsches or nothing. We better not see no Porsches. We better not see none of that. We gotta see games, man. So Microsoft's in the best position to definitely wow us. I hear record in the background. But yeah, they're definitely in a position to wow us all at E3. They're definitely in a position. Uh-oh, Carlos got some problems, people.
Yeah, right there, Carlos.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Hold on, guys. I'll be back.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so another point, I forgot to put this in the description here or the topics, but Rockstar Games. Now, Rockstar Games, we know Rockstar as pretty much just the gods when it comes to multi-plat games, right? They give us so much quality when it comes to their games. Well, I will have to say this right now. With Rockstar, they did something that was pretty stupid. They're actually locking content behind special editions for Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, I'm not a fan of that. I don't think that is right because that takes content away from the game, takes content away from you. And the fact they're telling you to pay up extra just to access this is just absurd. I don't like that mindset, nor do I like that attitude. And the same thing can be said, towards developers like what's his face? Donut Studios, where they basically said, oh yeah, buy the Ultimate Edition for Life is Strange Before the Storm. Remember that? Before the Storm? And you get like a special mission with Max Caulfield and you get like a different outfit. That particular thing did not need to happen. You know what I'm saying? They didn't need to do that, but they did it anyway just for the sake of getting more money out of people. So they did. So I don't like that mindset. I don't like that mentality. I really don't. What was that? Was time by instead of timing, dude, why don't y'all just hide them? Like hit them, send them out of here. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's what they're doing. I don't like that mentality. I really do not like that, guys. Life is Strange 2 is trash, it's cringe. Life is Strange 2, I mean, I don't even want to say that. Nah, I'm a big fan of it. It's actually not a bad story. Life is Strange, not a bad story if you actually get into it. The problem is, though, when you take something that's good and you start locking people out of stuff that you know damn well they want to access. You know what I'm saying? Just because, oh, this edition comes with a damn map or this edition comes with a steelbook case. That makes no sense.
I'm back on.
I don't like that.
So what were you saying? Yeah, what were you
I was talking about I was talking about how Rockstar is locking certain content away from gamers with certain limited editions. Now, again, with basically Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, automatically, that's definitely going to look bad for Red Dead Redemption 2. A lot of people are looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah,
like, don't support it, guys. If you support it, you're just
adding fuel to the fire, man.
Yeah, you're just adding fuel to the fire. Yeah, exactly, Carlos.
Yeah.
You'll start something that you.
Why timing out people who support you? He's not somebody who support me, bro. He's a troll. He's sitting there talking trash with his sock accounts. That's a certain somebody with his sock accounts. Sorry, it's the 4 dislikes, bro. That's where it's from. But yeah, no, that's what I had to say on that particular thing. It's like I don't like that. I don't agree with that mindset. I don't. Well, that's marketing, Ryan. That's, shit won't stop. Corporation. That's true. It is marketing. But it's just going to paint a very vivid picture. It just seems like Rockstar is really going to put every dime they can possibly scrounge together into trying to make Red Dead Redemption Online similar to GTA.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the premises of the whole.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm seeing right here. It seems like that's exactly what they want to do. They want to turn GTA Online into Red Dead Redemption Online.
Damn.
Yeah, that's not surprising considering that GTA Online makes them like what 100 millions like every month. It's ridiculous how much that game makes online. So yeah, that's
it feels like it. It definitely feels like they got nothing but a bunch of just shady tactics up their sleeves to make this online very similar.
I mean, look at mobile games, like especially Fortnite on mobile, PUBG on mobile, Eternity Warriors on mobile. All these other mobile games have a basis of of people that are fans for it, and they actually spend a lot of money on these games,
right?
Via mobile purchases. So, seeing how they make this much money, Sony, Microsoft, Activision, EA, all these other companies are seeing the potential growth in terms of monetary value. So even Rockstar sees the whole bigger picture. The problem is just that it's like how we all are saying. It sucks because you guys are keeping away content from the actual gamers that actually pay for your products, and then you're gonna try to put a salary cap on each product by level, $60, $80, $90, whatever the case may be. And then at the same time, it does kind of take away the luster of the game because if I purchase a $60 copy,
right,
I won't have the same features that is on the $80 or $90 copy. Then you know what? I'm gonna feel a certain type of way because my $60 was a warranted purchase.
Yeah, and I do agree with you, Rick. Yeah, Rockstar has gotten lazy. Do y'all remember how hyped I was for LA Noire Remastered? And you should have saw my face when I found out that it wasn't even a full remaster. It wasn't even a complete remaster, people. It was just a port from the PS3 version. That's it.
Oh, damn.
PS3 version. That was it. It was not a remaster, people. Not even close to remaster. Basically, the PS3 version.
Did it at least have like better frame rate and resolution and all that?
I would like to say yes, but there was a few times during chase sequences where you're like shooting out the tires of the car. Yeah. Sometimes the cars would hit each other, right? And they would go flying in the air like unbelievable height. It's like, okay, that car is too heavy to go up that high. You know what I'm saying?
So it's also buggy. So it's buggy. That sucks.
Yeah, it's crazy. It really is crazy. It's like I don't like that. I don't like lazy ports. I don't like lazy optimization, and that's another thing that's plagued this gen this year is lazy ports and optimization. PUBG is a prime example of lazy optimization. So it's bad. It really is bad. For Rockstar as of late though, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna buy their games because I'm still gonna be a GTA fan for life. You know what I'm saying? GTA is always gonna be one of my favorite series. But I would hope they stop this mindset with like locking stuff behind certain editions. Now we got lucky. Yes, we got lucky with GTA 5. They didn't do this by then. Because I remember with GTA 5, I think you got a safe, you got the Los Santos hat and whatnot. Remember that crap you got with the GTA 5 bundle? And you got the game? Just imagine coming out with that again, only with GTA 6, and it doesn't come with the game.
Yeah. I mean, they're already doing it with Red Dead, so I mean, that wouldn't be surprising.
And what happened to the quality of limited edition limited editions for these games? I remember back with last gen. Y'all remember when Activision was the king and they came out with that MW3 edition with the night vision goggles?
I remember the RC car.
Yeah, remember the RC car with the camera on it? I mean, where are the cool limited editions? Hell, they even had a quad rotor. Where's the cool limited edition games anymore? You don't see those anymore. It's like it's small stuff that you could care less about.
It's just it's just a whole bunch of like basically paper and cardboard.
Pretty much. This piece of paper, which basically looks like the map in the game, is like nice. Will I use that? No.
I guess they didn't. I guess they didn't like spending the money. That's all I can really think about. Like making those special editions.
Going to try to swindle you the actual into the actual package. It seems like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I mean, I didn't even like Sony's God of War console. I didn't like the way that looked until I saw that new sleeve.
I must be the only person on.
No! I'm about to let me finish. I didn't like the design of it until they showed off that new light up stand for it that goes with it. Suppose you gotta buy that separately, and it literally lights up like the axe will light up when you're hitting somebody with it. Like it'll light up like it's ice.
Oh, I never seen that stand.
You didn't see that? Oh, no. I gotta show you that. That was a dope thing right there. They just showed for that. But yeah, I actually liked when they showed off that. I was like, wait, does this thing actually light up? I'm like, oh, that's a stand.
Oh yeah, that does sound pretty cool. But like what I was saying, I actually liked I actually liked the God of War PS4. I thought it looked pretty cool. But I know I'm in the minority because everyone else hated it. So
what, the God of War?
It is what it is.
I mean, you're not in the minority. There's some people who like it. There's a lot of people who like it. There's a lot of people who look at it like, it's not really the greatest. Some people blow it out of proportion, like Review Tech USA, for example. He said, I'm unboxing the ugliest PS4 ever. Remember that? He's like, this is the ugliest PS4 I'm unboxing.
I haven't watched Review Tech in forever. Like, ever since he stopped doing, like, the gameplay and he just starts showing his face, I stopped watching him.
Like, yeah, the new PS4 looks dope, though. The blue one. Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah, the blue one with the gold like triangle square circle. Oh yeah, that does look pretty cool. I would love to get one of those.
That looks very, very good. That's how you do a limited edition.
Hey, by the way, is Craig there? He joined me quite a while.
Messiah is here. What's up, Messiah?
He hasn't talked.
Yeah, no, I survived I was talking with the chat. I survived that free smoke in H1Z1. So yeah, it was fun. Played with some subs. So it was fun.
I see you, man. I see. Let's go on and let's go and get that intro out there, brother. Go and get it out there.
Oh, yeah, what's up? It's the Messiah of Xbox, and as I said earlier today, we're at E3, so people need to let the console stuff subside. At least I told them on my podcast, I will not be doing no console war stuff till E3 ends. There's an armistice, even during the Olympics, during the war, no people laid down their arms for that 14 days. So yeah, everybody just needs to relax and enjoy the conferences. So everybody's going to be pleased.
Oh yeah, you already know. The last podcast before or until E3. So this is definitely going to be funny. And you notice everybody in here is kind of like speechless by a lot of the like bullshit that's happened, but also we're like speechless because we really don't know what to expect on this show. We really don't know what to expect. This could be a good show or it could be a bad one.
Yeah, all three companies are going to have good shows.
You think all three will be great?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a really good friend of mine. He works for GameStop, and he before he left this morning, he showed me the list. What they're supposed to have.
Okay, so you got some inside information.
I can't really say a whole lot. This is say a lot of people are going to be satisfied. I'll just put it like that.
Like GameStop has like exclusive lists of the E3 conference.
They've got, yeah, they've got. Well, I mean, he's a district manager, so yeah, because that stuff, as soon as like Microsoft has their conference on Monday, it goes on pre-order.
Oh,
so, okay, definitely, I understand.
And, so that's why it's nothing.
Okay, I mean, that would make more sense. Okay,
yeah, they all have got it. So just like GameStop is participating in the days of play for PlayStation. Okay. So I went to Walmart to go buy a couple games, and they aren't participating. I'm like, well, I guess I'll just go to GameStop. So I don't know.
Greg, you kind of disappointed me, though. One thing I noticed on Twitter, you've been silent about this. You have not once showed this exclusive on your list. I'm kind of disappointed.
What exclusive?
Black Panther. Why is Black Panther not showing on your Twitter page? I don't get it.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
My Black Panther on your list.
I'm exposed.
That's exposed right there. What happened to Wakanda Forever? Wakanda Forever.
yeah, that's one of the. I think at that point they had reached rock bottom. Like that's what I told myself. Like, okay, look, they are talking about a movie, for Christ's sake, being exclusive. So that's how bad it is.
That's where it's like Microsoft and Phil Spencer when it comes to games. It's like Drax and Infinity, where he's like, "I'm moving very slow."
Yeah,
it's like they're like, "I'm moving so slow. I'm like a fly on the wall. You can't see me."
Yeah, you can't see me.
That's exactly how they are. So this is bad. Let's do a quick recap for you, my brother. Crackdown 3 delayed for the 4th time.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? What's your opinion?
Very quickly, I'd rather have it delayed than canceled, but it's disappointing. With that said, I've heard everybody say this, but it's a filler game. It's a game that's just kind of out there. If there's other stuff, like it's a secondary game.
It's not a must-have.
Yeah, it's not a must-have. It never has been. I'm not here to say it's not fun, but when you don't have a whole lot, the people are going to grasp onto what may possibly be there. So, and it's just they're so desperate to see the power of that system, not understanding the third-party developers, and I could have bent over backwards for them. And that's the problem. But they thought they would. But they did, and so that's what's really been. That's what you've been seeing for the last, I say the last 10 weeks. I mean, because that's why I told people just to sit back and put your feet up because they're about to implode, and they're attacking each other. They're attacking each other.
Agreed. Yeah, the reason why. Now I do agree with you when you said that games being delayed is a good thing. Usually, because that means that would be improved, but. Does that still apply to you when you say this is the 4th time? Because a lot of people on Twitter is basically they're just prolonging the inevitable, which will be the cancellation of the game.
Well, it's bad because it is the 4th time. I will say this: it's still, if it comes out in February, that's still fiscal 2018. So that's what they'll say. They'll say this is still like Days Gone. February is still fiscal 18.
Right.
So that game is still coming out in 2018 according to their books. So, but we'll just have to wait and see with Crackdown and Days Gone. They may push Days Gone. You just don't know. So, but I hope they don't. But
I don't think they'll release it side by side with Days Gone. That would just be suicide at this point.
Yeah, and it may be a week. They may get it out a couple weeks ahead of date. I mean, because they did not put a release date down.
Yeah, I don't think they'll put it in the same month as.
Yeah, they may not. Yeah, they may not. It may be March. I think one of those games gets moved till March.
Yeah, March makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
March makes a lot of sense for it. What have I told you guys? Because this is actually another topic I have to put in there. Damn, I'm slacking today. Sorry, guys, but Microsoft is going to be showing Crackdown 3 at E3.
Yeah.
Even though they have announced that the game is delayed, they still will be showing this game at E3.
Yeah.
So that being said,
that's a slap in the face.
That is a slap in the face. It's like, okay, obviously the game is presentable. If you want to show it at E3, it's presentable. You know what I'm saying? Y'all confident that the game looks good enough to show to the masses, right? So if you're confident that you want to show it to the masses, why aren't you releasing it then?
Bro, like can I say this just once?
Go ahead.
Silly Xbox tricks are for kids.
Oh, there you go. But no, it feels like that though. It's like, what was the point? What was the point of delaying this? They didn't really give you a real reason aside from saying, "Oh, well, we can fix on a few bugs." Like, ain't no damn bugs in that game. Y'all been saying that since 2013. It seems.
It's not doing what they want. They're going to change it up a little bit, but ultimately, it's just not doing what they thought it was going to do. People saw that 2014 coverage, not understanding that was on a PC, and they think that the console can do that. It can't.
Nah, man.
That's right. That's why a lot of people, reacted the way they did when they found out that all the games, pretty much back when the X was called the Scorpio. Remember, all the games that were shown were running on PCs, not the console.
Correct.
So that's why a lot of people were harsh on it. And a lot of people said that's media bias. No, they were being real with you. Because if you're not showing it actually running on the said console, then we're not going to believe you for the final product.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much with how, once again, your good old fellas at Digital Foundry boasted this console to be the beast of beasts among top tier PCs, right?
Yeah.
That was the whole marketing strategy by Microsoft. And then again, you had the Potato 4K PS4, that's how they put it, outperforming it on Titanfall 2, which was really, really funny because the PS4 Pro
gave his head.
the PS4 Pro wasn't it wasn't a true 4K console, but it was pushing damn near to 4K playability. So that tells you a whole lot with what the developers are actually working with.
Well, it is a true 4K console. According to Microsoft, it is a true 4K console because it does dynamic 4K, which falls under true 4K.
Do y'all see a downgrade with Days Gone?
Nah, I don't see nothing being downgraded there. I mean, with this initial announcement for the game, it tells you pretty much exactly where the heading is at. I am not expecting Days Gone to go 4K all the way, even if it's at 1800p. I am still satisfied because it'll be a well-performed and well-maintained game. I could care less about the 4K resolution, even 1440p, whatever. Just give me a game that has an overall balanced gameplay and performance at the same time.
Yeah, it's gonna be 4K.
Yeah, Sable. Yeah, he says it's been delayed to 2013. He even has a link. True. Yeah, we can't argue with the link, people. Can't argue with the link. 2013, the game's been delayed. So. Yeah. But for Days Gone, the reason why I said does Days Gone like it's been downgraded? A lot of people say it looks downgraded. It doesn't look downgraded to me. What it looked like to me is that it needs a little bit more polish.
Yeah, well, people got to understand what Sony does is that any momentum, like State of Decay 2 was getting momentum, and they immediately said, no, we're going to show this, even if it's in alpha, we're going to take away part of what's being talked about, and you're going to talk about this for at least 72 hours. And that's what happened.
Right.
They stopped talking about State of Decay for at least 3 days, then it came out, and it got savaged. I mean, literally, it got savaged in the by the gaming media. So Sony did. That's what they're going to do to Microsoft all the time. They're going to throw enough rocks out there to slow that car down, not derail it, not drive it off the road, but make it slide a little bit. There's nothing Microsoft can really do about it. So. Yeah,
I mean, like from what I've seen about Days Gone, though, y'all remember the train sequence? Everybody remembers the train sequence with all the zombies coming at them in like droves. I don't think the game will be like that. I think it's going to be set like pieces like that where you're going to have to do something like that, but I don't think the game's actually going to be like that. What I think what's going to happen is it's going to be very similar to that snow level that we saw afterwards where he went up the hill and he saw zombies all together, like they were on the bridge, and then he made a noise and they started running up the hill all together, like scrounged up together. Yeah, it's going to be very similar to that. Like they're going to be I think you're going to see a lot of the zombies together. I don't think you're going to see like a lot of them separate. They're going to be like real together. I think that's the way they got away with doing this. But most of the zombies look like they're just going to be together like that, like in a big group, and that's how you're going to get the encounters. And as far as like everything else is concerned, I think there is a horde mode. Is there like a horde mode in the game? Did they confirm? Where you just shooting them or something like that? Did they say something like that? Or survival mode?
Well, they haven't said a whole lot. They did a tech demo, and that's pretty much what we've seen so far of it, and of what they would like it to do. And then, of course, they can't get it to work like that. They'll do something else. It's kind of like if everybody's expecting Death Stranding to have a throat baby, that's not gonna happen. That's just a tech demo. Yeah, this is a tech demo showing you all what Kojima has been able to do with that Decima engine. That's it. But I'd be shocked if there's a baby in a throat. Maybe it is a throat baby, and it'll actually show how he got it out his stomach. He probably will show him cut it out.
Oh God.
Remember, there's a big scar on his chest, an X pattern on his chest, on his stomach. So he might have cut it out, bro, and you might actually see him cut it out.
Oh God.
Yeah, we'll wait and see.
Don't count out Kojima now. Kojima is slick when it comes to that type of stuff. He's slick.
Yeah, that surprises me with that guy. But yeah, and that was more of a tech demo on where that engine is, because it's not like the Decima. Decima is what, maybe 7 years old, maybe.
Yeah.
Give or take. So, and that's how far that engine has come. So, and but we'll find out as far as Sony's concerned in what 72 hours. You guys will know. So,
oh Lord, it's crazy. I don't even think Kojima knows what that game's about. It's so random. Like, come on, when y'all saw Death Stranding, everybody in the chat, to the 110 people, hit that like button, but to the 112 people watching, when you saw Death Stranding, did y'all really think that Kojima know what he was doing with the game? It's like you see somebody turning old, you see shadows, and then you see a baby.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, and everybody starts floating. It's like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
That game does look interesting, though. I'm looking forward to it. So that's one game that's just...
Yeah, that's probably the most talked about game as far as what out there the game are wanting to see the most information on, because he's been very good at showing you stuff, but not really showing you stuff. So everybody finds out on Sunday what it's all about. So, and which is cool.
He said, I would not let Kojima near my kids. Oh God. Yeah, Kojima's crazy. I want to know what that damn little device on her back says. That little like claw thing that moves. I wonder what that's really for.
Sunday. Or Monday. You'll find out Monday. So literally, we're gonna all find out Monday what everything is. I think they're gonna spend the most time with Death Stranding. With that said, they're the ones with the most to explain.
Yeah, so let's definitely let's dive into that since we're about to get to the show. What are y'all expecting gameplay wise with Death Stranding? What are y'all expecting?
I don't.
Like, what do you expect, like in terms of like gameplay style?
I'll say it's gonna be a third-person shooter, but that's all. That's all I can really guess. I really have no clue.
Okay. I might be going a little far-fetched, but they might go. If I had to like base it off of anything in terms of combat, they'll probably go with like Metal Gear Solid, Guns of the Patriot style. Maybe that type of style. So you never know.
Yeah. We'll find out. That's the beautiful thing. We start finding out stuff at 11 a.m. I don't know if it's 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern or 11 a.m. their time. So EA starts answering questions about Anthem,
What's up, Jordan?
Battlefield 5. All that starts getting answered in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, that is true.
So because they first up the bat, they leading off.
So it'll be similar to Metal Gear Solid 5 with story content, or online with story content. Okay, good. I'll definitely look forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Now, Ghost of Tsushima. Odds are this is going to be, I guess, Sony's Neo, competition. Because I'm pretty sure Neo's going to get a sequel, right? Neo's getting a sequel.
Oh, that game's getting a sequel?
I'm not sure. I thought maybe. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe Neo might get a sequel or not. But
that'd be great if it does.
Yeah, but if this is their competition to Neo, I remember I threw out a few ideas about this game too when we first saw it. I thought, since this is a Sucker Punch, that they were going to go that Ronin Warrior type of approach. If you guys remember Ronin Warriors, the TV show, is a bunch of ninjas who had like the powers of like different elements such as fire, wind, and whatnot. I thought they were going that type of route, but who knows?
Yeah,
who knows? So definitely interesting to see what they do with Ghost of Tsushima. I know that's the one for the show, people. I cannot wait to stream that show. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, that is that is.
Come on, Delta. Be real here. When you first saw Ghost of Tsushima, and you saw the fire and how the armor just melted away. Didn't you think Ronin Warriors like that was a hint that maybe these dudes have powers? That's what I thought it was. It was going to be like a power type of thing.
No, I think Sucker Punch already confirmed that there's no superpowers or anything in it.
Yeah,
I think so anyway.
Oh Lord, Fado trying to get crucified in the chat. He said Kojima's overrated. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
you don't make games that as long as he has and be overrated. So that's all. I'll leave it there. So,
I mean, when he first showed up to when he came back to Sony at their E3 with the orchestra, he had a bigger pop than most of the games. Crazy. So. Hard to say, man. It's hard to say with Kojima at this point. All right. Now that they want to recap, so we're getting there to that point. Are collector's editions worth it without the game, Craig? Do you think? No. So you saw that Red Dead Redemption collector's edition?
Yeah, I just think it's a money grab, and it's going to sell. It's a popular game. But I take that back. I wouldn't do that. But what you do with your money, everybody's grown ass man,
grown ass women as well.
Yeah, what you want to do with your money is fine. But if I couldn't justify buying something and then nothing be in the box. That's me though. I'm old school. I'm sorry when I go pay for something, I actually want an item. But it is what it is. I don't think it's worth it, but. If you like it, I love it. So and that goes there, but it's not worth it to me. I can't imagine paying for a movie ticket and then I'm not gonna. You don't watch the movie, just you just go there and sit. So
okay. Oh yeah, most likely we're gonna get I forgot about that too. E3, you're gonna see the price drops for the PS4 and Pro and the Xbox One X. That's definitely a given.
That's already happened.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah, that blue Xbox with the slim, that blue one, that's out too. That you can actually go buy that.
There's a blue Xbox. Maybe PlayStation.
I'm sorry, PlayStation.
Oh, there's a blue Xbox. What?
Nah, but it's my bad. Yeah, it's out though. I mean, the guy in front of me at GameStop today.
Kratos done tweeted it up.
Yeah, Kratos buying all them nice little exclusive consoles.
I would hate to see that fool's wall. He got so many damn consoles.
He got a hell of a giveaway. Not only that, he got a hell of a card collection as well, man.
Or if consoles acted like that movie Toy Story, they'd be screaming behind the case like, "Play me." Well, I don't know. So he's got that, but that looks good. Okay, so what's your thoughts on the recent PS4 games that we've gotten announcements for going into the Days Gone release date reveal and Tetris and the other game that was shown today?
Yeah, I thought that was fine. I think the people, and this is anybody who thought there was going to be and again, the Days Gone announcement was big. That was a big announcement. And so was the game today by the guys who did I can't Life is Strange. That's a big deal. It's a multiplayer. But there's going to be more content on the PlayStation, obviously. With that said, I had no issue with it. They're going to announce, I assume they're announcing another game tomorrow. And then they're going to announce another game
That's going to be the last one that we get into the actual show. Because EA's is on what, Saturday or Sundays?
Yeah, EA is tomorrow at 11 a.m. I don't know if that's 11 a.m. Eastern time. I assume that's 11 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah, that's 11 a.m. Pacific time.
2 o'clock for us. So I'll be watching that because I just want one announcement from them. I just want them to say we're going to remaster all the Mass Effects and give you all the DLC on both platforms.
You will get that, but you're probably got to pay for the DLC. Kind of like how Activision did the Modern Warfare remaster. We had to pay for the maps again. Some shit like that.
Now, you know what would be funny though? Like for those who have the Origin access, all of that is going to be for free, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of deals. There's a lot of deals on Xbox and PlayStation. Shout out to Randall Thor. He did a real good video on the Xbox one today as far as what's for sale. So,
and speaking of Tetris, if I'm not mistaken, they said that, or there's a lot of people saying that it's not completely VR. You can use your regular PS4 and play it. So,
yeah. And Tetris is was very popular in my day. That was like the game. It was what Candy Crush is now. That's what Tetris was.
So excited for Tetris?
Me? I'm glad it's coming back. I don't know. I agree. Shout out to Sick Humor. I agree with him. I don't know if they needed a lead up like they had. But again, it's not like they had an hour show and they showed Tetris. They were out there, for 5 minutes? Just kind of looking at each other like, yeah, what we got here?
Yeah, Chuck said we need Skate 4 and a new NBA Street. I do agree with that. NBA Street.
Christian, come sit over here.
Skate 4, I stopped playing after Skate 2.
Yeah, and I heard that may be an EA's thing too.
What?
Maybe Skate 4, possibly.
Oh, okay. A lot of games, man. A lot of rumors. A lot of things. Oh man, I'm mad because we don't have much to go off on. This is probably the slowest I've ever done a podcast, but it's all good. I mean, the show is literally around the corner. So.
There's a lot of threads out there. It's buried in the data, but you can kind of see what's been leaked, who's doing what studio, because everybody's out there now. So there's stuff getting online at this point. Oh, such and such is here. Oh, that person's there. So it's kind of like, all right, well, obviously they're out there for a reason. So, but we'll have to wait and see. There's been a alleged, is it Amy Henning?
Yeah.
She's out there alleged.
Is Microsoft's conference on the 10th or the 11th?
It's Sunday, so it's the 10th.
The 10th? All right, so damn, I'll have to work. Fuck, I'll miss the Microsoft one, but I'll do a recap or something. That's all.
Yeah, then Bethesda is right after Microsoft. Like literally, as soon as Microsoft, they're gonna wave, have a good evening. They're gonna switch to Bethesda. They're gonna come right out on the stage that they're on. So it's like right after, bam, the next one is gonna start. But yeah,
got up their sleeve.
Yeah, well, Fallout 76. So that's that's
I mean, aside from Fallout, but what else they got up their sleeve? I mean, it's not like EA is going to give you a Dead Space 4.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, that would be cool. So like they could do
not from the EA now. I wouldn't even say that'd be cool. It'd be more of the same style, action packed, no horror, pay to win.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Yeah. But here's the beautiful thing, like I was saying today, we will know in 48 hours. I mean, we'll know about EA stuff and who has the marketing deals. We'll know that tomorrow. Right. We will know that tomorrow by 3:30 Eastern time. Ooh, so man. Even though you should know by now who has the marketing deals, but you'll get your confirmation tomorrow. I mean, and that's cool. That's the main thing. I've always said people should always say, take this with a grain of salt. So, but yeah, EA, Microsoft's got their marketing deals lined up. I mean, that's one of the first things people are going to notice about this E3 is how many marketing deals Microsoft actually does have.
I'm hoping to see great new IPs from those marketing deals as well, man.
Oh well, no, not with EA. But no,
did anybody see the what was it? Hitman 2?
Actually, that got me interested a little.
That looked dope. I ain't gonna lie. Is it episodic?
No.
Okay, good. They already got me. They already won me over there because the last one was episodic and that one was not a good installment.
Yeah, very chaotic, man. Like I didn't like that whole episode per episode, like Telltale games. Nah, that wasn't my kind of cup of tea, man.
Yeah, and they still want full price for that game, and it's only got like 7 missions. Now they're big. The missions are the missions are difficult. There's no easy mission on there. But overall, that 7 missions for what they're charging, they are nuts.
Right. Yeah, so for a lot though. That's fun. I had to take it. I think it was Dead or Alive. Also, Dead or Alive 6 looked good too. Got that reveal. Hold on. So really, like it's the last 2 things here that we talked about. Did you hear about the PS5? I know Fox did a video on this too, but according to this leak here, the PS5 will utilize the RX Vega Z nanometer GPU and Ryzen 8 core 16. Now, the reason why people are saying the PS5 will use this is because it comes out in 2019, and the rumor is that we'll see the PS5 in 2019. I already went off on a whim and said that this is just, I don't believe this happening. I don't believe it because I don't know. I don't usually Sony doesn't use the top of the line like literally that just released.
Yeah, my understanding is that CPU is going to be more like on the lines of it's an APU, of course, but it's going to get. Oh God, how this guy wrote this down? Okay, in the PC world, they want a lower yield during performance. That way, they can dedicate it to do other stuff. So it's going to have the effect of whatever they're going to do. They're aiming for 60 frames per second. That's the bottom line. Because I got a bunch of numbers written down here. The OS is going to be, I've got it at 2 gigabytes. That's what I was told. Bandwidth at close to or right at a little over 500. I don't know if there's a huge difference between 480 and 520 when you're dealing with bandwidth. 16 gigabytes of RAM. 12 to 13 is supposed to be dedicated to just nothing but game stuff. And it may kiss a little bit on that on the other 2 gigs may kiss it a little bit. Ultimately, they're going to have a CPU APU unit that gets. That's why it's custom, because it's supposed to get you right at 60, lock you at 60. And the what I got told is that they've had there's 4 games that they've already had running. They were at 30, and they ran them at 60 frames per second. That are like out now for Sony. It's mostly and you're still gonna get checkerboarded 4K and dynamic 4K. That's not gonna go away. So people don't need to get too big of a chub. So, but yeah. So you may have something that's 1800p checkerboarded to 2160p, but it runs 60 frames per second.
And that's the main focus on this whole performance issue.
Correct.
Like, everybody wants a solid performing game.
Yep.
Correct.
And
because graphically, nothing looks better on that, at least on the Pro, nothing looks better than Horizon Zero Dawn. As far as the color patterns and what it has to do, but what would be different is that you may have a rock with tremendous detail, but the rock 3 feet away is blurry. You can tell it's a rock, but there's hardly no texture. That will get corrected. It'll be stuff like that you. So again, better performance, smoother frame rate, stuff like that. So, and people, saw those specs and started damage controlling. Like, well, what about what Microsoft is going to do? And you want to put your arm around.
Joey just called you out, though, Craig. He said Detroit become human. You forgot about that, though.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, that's my point. Is that graphically, where else can they go? If you just look at it graphically. Where else are they going to go? You got games that look like God of War. You got games that look like a Detroit. Yeah.
It'll be a little more sharper. That's it.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, and they could perform somewhat better. I don't disagree with that. So, but overall, graphically, they're kind of like, look, where else can we take this? It's like nowhere. There's nowhere else to go graphically. So we'll just work on the performance, and that's what they're going to do. So. But I hope people aren't too disappointed in it, because if they're thinking everything's gonna be 4K native, it ain't gonna be 4K native. So you may get 4K 30 locked with high textures, but you'll more than likely get 1800p at 6. Because that's a state. That's because the checkerboarding is really good. So
okay.
I mean, you hear people screaming about GT Sport being checkerboarded to 4K?
Nope.
And that's nope. So that's 60 frames per second. So it's just stuff like that I hope people aren't too disappointed. And again, this Sony can go with a totally different type of unit. This is just one of the units they had out. They had like 2 units,
right?
For dev kitting. So, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, this is 27 months away. So it's what I was told. 27 to 31 months away.
Yeah, that's still a long time from now. So,
yeah,
long one. Got a long one. Man. So I guess the last thing I want to talk about, or last thing I got to recap for you was, hold on. Did I talk about that? Oh, actually, no, we talked about it. Never mind. We talked about it. Your final expectation for E3. That's pretty much you ain't getting. So what do you expect for E3? Correct.
Me, what I'm looking at, everybody's going to have a good time. I mean, so I was going to leave it there. I mean, people aren't going to be – I don't look at it as that, because I've seen people do videos saying, well, such and such is going to win and stuff like that. It's like the console thing is over. Sony has won that. So let's just see what these other cats are going to do. But everybody is going to, I think, have a good time. So at least I take that back. I'm going to have a great time, just watching and stuff like that. I'll be disappointed if I don't get a Mass Effect remaster. Yeah, I'll be going nuts for like a minute. But then I'll do a shot of bourbon and I'll be fine. So.
I mean, all I know is I'm gonna have my nice little popcorn, my bunch of crunch, and some extra butter on the side.
Yes.
Don't worry, y'all. Don't worry about what Craig. No, just stay tuned for the show.
Just
look at it like this: if the show sucks, then you know who hypes you up. You know who to go after.
Yeah, I'm just going to have fun. I mean, if the lists are correct, I have no reason to think they're not. A lot of people are going to be happy, So
just remember, you saying that.
So don't get overhyped though. It's
there you go.
It depends, but just keep your expectations in check. I mean, it's either it's some people. I mean, some people will never be happy,
right.
But I think a lot of people will be fine the way the press conferences are set up. So it's going to be a good time, and there's a lot of people going to be broadcasting from the floor. People on YouTube that are out there, so just check for them, and because they'll be doing their thing tomorrow. So I'll be watching Tony P when he puts stuff up, definitely. So
I actually have to work early in the morning, so by like 12. I'm gonna rush as soon as possible to get on my computer and watch some of the live stream on YouTube or on, probably on the PS4 or the Xbox, whichever one comes first. That'll be my first sit down ticket meal for my my viewing pleasure.
Yep. But as far as Microsoft's event is concerned, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan the Professional will be I'll be watching the late then when I get home from work. That's all there is to it, and I'll be off of the rest of them, but.
Don't worry, boy. I'm gonna give you all the insight. I'm gonna call you on your phone, and we probably might do a Hangouts video stream, so you could probably watch it right there.
We'll see.
Because I've had some people ask me to do a live stream, and I'm like, well, I'm afraid my computer will start buffering.
No, the trick is don't use Hangouts. Like, don't do that share screen.
Yeah.
Because remember when me, Porter Rocket, everybody did it, and the streams were just terrible.
Yeah,
you don't want to do that.
You could probably use the stream OBS.
Yeah, he's got to use OBS for now.
Yeah.
So. Well, I think what I'll do is I'll just watch it on my TV like I did last year. I'm not gonna watch it. Or if somebody invites me to a stream to watch it, I'll do it like that.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure, and there'll be test streams tomorrow. I may try to do the EA stream because I think their conference is only like an hour. So maybe it's an hour and a half. Then I want to see Madden gameplay and maybe get a little nugget of Dragon Age 4. So, but it's that's for me for EA. You know, that's what I'm on, and I need you all to go buy Anthem because as soon as you all get Anthem done, I can get my Dragon Age. This, you know,
oh man.
So I'm avoiding EA and Microsoft stream.
Nah, bro. I think I'm a little hyped for Anthem. I ain't going front. Like, I really want to play that game.
Oh, I'm hyped for it, but I just won't be. I won't be purchasing that on console. That's a
PC purchase.
Yeah, that's definitely a game that's meant to be on PC. Just like, and no offense, but PUBG is meant to be on PC.
PUBG.
No, because like you can just tell it was meant purposely for PC. It's not a game that's easily ported to consoles.
Yeah.
People are just mad. I was playing H1Z1 and I had like 2 or 3 people say, well, how come you playing that and you don't like PUBG? I'm like, well, because people asked me to play this.
Nah, and it actually runs better on the PS4. Like that's the funny part about it.
And I don't know what actually.
Why don't you just play the game? Why don't you just play the song, Craig?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's the
song. Yeah, Sergeant.
What you say, Double? What did you say, Double? No, nah, that was you saying something.
No. I was good. Yeah, people are wanting to know. I don't know what a PUBG is. I mean, to me, a pub is somewhere you go get a beer, and and I don't, so it's just that's where I leave it. I mean, to run around and that's what we were doing today. We were just running around and shooting. I was getting shot and trying to drive the truck and get out of the free smoke. That was fun. Somebody threw a smoke grenade at us, and we just busted out laughing. Like literally,
God.
Like, oh my God, here's this free smoke people are talking about. But I liked it because that was constantly convincing.
Yuck. But now it's time for me to
don't play.
The Grouch loves. The thing that Grouches love best of all.
You get it.
Oh, I love trash.
Oh, God.
Dirty or dingy or dusty. Anything ragged or rotten or rusty. Yes, I love trash.
Oh, God.
I had to. Oh, man.
Hey, Ryan, I gotta go. Hey, Ryan, I gotta go. Thank you for the invite. But anyway, see ya.
No problem, bro.
All right, man. Double, take it easy, my brothers.
I gotta go, Ryan. Thank you for the invite, man.
Later, bro. Thanks for coming through.
Good speaking to you again, Double Shooter.
Take it easy.
Oh, yeah. Lord.
What was that, Carl?
Good speaking to you again.
Thanks for the invite, guys. I gotta go.
It's funny how that came back to Craig at the end of the day. He said they love trash.
Well, I love thrash.
Oh, Lord.
No, I just I don't get it. I don't know if they made a big deal about PUBG because it was an exclusive game, but then they said it was running like 12 frames a second. I'm like, well, even Mass Effect on the 360 ran at 15 frames per second sometimes. Yep. So, I mean, that's unacceptable for something supposed to be doing 60 frames uncompromised, whatever it was called. So, yeah, that's bad.
Compromises, Mike. It's no compromises.
So I'd say it's a compromise. I mean, I have one. It's a compromised console. It's not bad. It is the best hardware console-wise ever made, but software they took an L. Now they're gonna make up for that in 48 hours. They start making up for that in 48 hours. So,
I'm hoping, Craig. Like I'm really seriously hoping because this is like the make or break it for me. In terms of me.
Did you say that, Carl? You say I love thrash? Oh God, I'm done. You say you love thrash? Wait,
hell no, man.
Hell. Oh God,
I'm not up for that crap, bro. Hell no.
That's cool.
Bro, if I love thrash, I would have bought a 1X, man.
Oh Lord.
And quite frankly, I have something more substantially better than thrash. I have a nice little PC rig, so man, my standards are a little bit higher than a $500 console.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is it didn't do what those fanboys said it was going to do, and they're upset. So, but hopefully Microsoft makes up for it starting Sunday afternoon. That's all I can say.
Yeah, you crazy for that. You crazy for that one, Carlos. Crazy for that one, I swear. But
wow.
I'll say you crazy for that one. Ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much concludes the show. RHD Podcast, episode 15. You already know it's a lot going on, and E3 is literally 3 days away, or 2 days away, really, at this point.
Oh, dear.
Well, I mean, 2 days away from the ones we care about. Nobody cares about EA. Nobody cares about EA. So, but E3 is here. You want to count tomorrow? Fine, it's here. This is the last podcast before E3, so obviously, I hope you guys enjoyed today's enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit that like button. It really does help the stream get out there. We appreciate it. For those of y'all that's already been here, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and we're definitely going to talk about this after E3 is done. So definitely is going to be a lot. Basically, all our questions will be answered in these 3 or 4 days. Our answers, we'll have our answers. So this is definitely going to be it's definitely the time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, again, appreciate everybody, and I'll see all of you guys back here on the channel live when we actually do the live show for Sony and everybody else.
Yo, JP, man, I do not love thrash, man. I was just making light of the situation. Once again, I play on all consoles. I don't like trash, man. I'm just making fun of it. Gamer by choice, not by trend. Just remember that quote.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. The outros, man. Outros. Go ahead, Craig.
Oh, hey, thanks for having me. Great podcast. I was listening to it when we were playing, But thanks, man. Thanks for having me on. And both of y'all got to jump on over to Craig's Corner eventually here. Y'all running out of excuses.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely make that, bro. I'll definitely make
that. Appreciate you having me. Always a pleasure. Great topics as usually, Ryan. And Carlos, always a pleasure.
Thank you. Likewise, my brother.
So shout out to the guest that was here as well. Thanks for
shout out to Devil Shooter. Good job, man.
Appreciate you coming in, brother. So
yeah, definitely. And go ahead, Carlos.
Hey, man, nah. Nah, man. As usual, man. RGT podcast where we keep it 100 authentic every single time. And once again, I do not like thrash. Okay. All right. All right. Let's make that very clear.
I'm sorry. I could have sworn I heard you say I love thrash.
I just like that old school Oscar Grouch song. So don't mind my little kid inside of me, man. That's Sesame Street was something I used to grow up on and enjoy a lot.
There's a lot of brotherly love in the air.
Oh yeah,
a lot of love in the air. People. A lot of love in this podcast. He loves thrash.
Oh, nah, but hey, man, y'all just enjoy this little E3, man. Just don't have too many high expectations. Have them a little bit lowered. And to all the Xbox fanboys out there, please refrain yourself from social media for the next 48 hours, because it would be utter massacre if I find any ass-nining comments on Twitter. And you know who I'm talking about, because you're going to get this work. I'm out.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan the Professional. I'm your host for this evening. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Again, definitely enjoyed having everybody here on the channel. Good show, as always. And just remember, Carlos loves thrash.
I don't. Damn it.
Y'all have a good one. We out of here, y'all. Deuces.
Yo, y'all have a